This case has touched the heart of this county. Evidently, it's touched the heart of the region. I've had people call from numerous states. It touches that string of, like the Susan Smith case or the Erica Parson case. It makes you feel that sickening in your stomach that we felt in those cases, and others, but it's just one. There's just some that just make you want to cry. Denise Brianna Lewis is currently charged with giving false information to law enforcement officers, a fire department, or a rescue squad. And it says that on May the 29th, Brene Denise Lewis did commit the crime of filing a false report to law enforcement, stating her 11-month-old daughter was kidnapped, triggering an Amber Alert when the defendant disposed of the child's body near her home at 202 Daisy Lane in Chesterfield. Her story at first was believable, but as we tried to calm her down, as we brought her to the office and we asked her to tell her story again and again, and every time she told it, it began to unravel, and it became different. We split up. We had an Amber Alert issued just in case. We had it distributed to everyone in the 300, 400-mile radius of here. And then we sat back, the detectives of this office sat back, and we talked for just a second. And somebody said, "What if?" And what that "what if" is what changed the direction of that investigation. We kept some people working on the Amber Alert type deal, but we started thinking about what if something else happened to that child. We obtained a search warrant for her house. We searched it upside down, up, over, and under to make sure that that baby wasn't somewhere hiding inside that house. We found nothing really out of the ordinary. And after we searched that house, we started in circles around the house, and each circle getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger with all the manpower that we could muster. But after about an hour of searching, and I mean it was the roughest territory, a lot of you were out there, when we got about 1,000 yards behind the residence, in the thickest part of that field, right at the edge of a tree line, right at the edge of the tree line, two of our deputies noticed a diaper box, this tall, that wide, diaper box. They noticed it because it had not been rained on, it had not faded, it was still bright blue, bright red, bright white, and they eased up to the diaper box, and with their pen, they opened the top and looked inside. And inside that box was a 1-year-old little girl in a plastic bag. If we go with DSS to take a child in protective custody, it is against the policy of this department to put their clothes in a garbage bag to take them to the foster home. How does it make a kid feel to put his clothes in a garbage bag? But the biggest part of this, the hardest part of this, is how do you put a dead child in a garbage bag and just throw it away? In a case like this, a doctor, I know doctors have the same problem, but a police officer who sees a dead child never forgets that face. You never go to sleep at night without seeing that face. And when you're as old as I am and you've seen 100, it makes sleeping a challenge, because I've seen way too many. I don't know what we could have done to done it better, but I'm just glad that we can give this child peace, and let's all do what we can do to help that family bury that child with honor and give it a decent funeral, because I'm not sure how decent her life was.